everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am, well, obviously you can tell by the title that I'm filming my Disneyland Paris haul today. I got back from Disneyland Paris on Monday, so I've just got all my little bits and pieces together to show you. I did say in my last video that I was going to find a better place to film. Now I think this is a little bit better than before because there's no like lights glaring or anything like that. But I am right next to my window, so it could be quite loud outside. I don't know. I'm like trying out loads of places in the flat of where's actually better to film a video, but I am yet to find the perfect place, so do bear with me on that one. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show you is probably the biggest purchase of the trip, and it had to be done. Jess and I have been talking about it for a little while, and we just had to do it. So, I mean, we are hopefully gonna get like good use out of it this year, but you know, who knows, we'll see. We got the annual pass. I'm so excited, so excited about it. We had the Magic Plus one, so I think there's 4 that you can get. I don't know what they're all called. I know the most expensive one is the Infinity, but it's like a I think it's like a good 14 euros a month more expensive because we opted for the monthly payment rather than the like one-off payment as a whole. And it's like an extra 14 euros a month more, I think. Could be very wrong. And we just didn't feel like it was that worth it because it's had like a couple of benefits that we probably wouldn't use out of it. So we just decided to go for the Magic Plus. I'm just going to show you the couple of freebies that I got. The first thing is this right here. This is my drawing of Mushu that I did in the Walt Disney Studios park. If you don't know, they have an animation academy. So you basically, it's so good. They basically get you to draw a Disney character, and you draw this kind of this grid here, which is, I don't know if you can see, and that kind of helps start you off, and then they break it down into like really small shapes, so it actually is really easy to draw because I'm terrible at drawing. I can't even draw stick people, so it is like it's not something that I was ever really interested in, but then I've seen a couple of vlogs of people doing it before and I was like, actually yeah, I do want to give that a go because it seems fun. So Jess and I did it, and actually our Mushus came out quite well, so I'm like really happy, and he looks so cute. And I just thought it was a nice little keepsake that, you know, you get to do the drawing, keep it and take it home. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I'm pretty proud of it because it's probably the best thing I've ever drawn, so yeah. Jess and I were there on International Women's Day, which was last Sunday. I think it was Sunday? Yeah, Sunday just gone. At the entrance they were handing out these badges here. It has International Women's Day March 2020 and it's got Anna and Elsa. And a really cool thing that they did before the Illuminations fireworks was put on a pre-show of all like the Disney heroines, and it was so lovely. Like, it was a really nice tribute to like all the females in Disney, and it was so cool. So it was amazing. Like, we didn't even know that this was happening. I didn't even know it was International Women's Day, let alone that they were going to be, you know, doing something special for it. So that was really cool to witness. We literally just found out about it on the day. Actually no, we found out about the firework pre-show the day before, which is why we decided to watch the fireworks that night. But then yeah, they were handing out the badges as well, so that was really cool. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you here. Most of the things that I bought were pins. Because I can't help myself. I think I have a problem, and it's not that bad compared to some people. I know there are people out there who are really super addicted. I don't think I'm quite at that level, but I know it's a bit much because I don't have all the money in the world. Like, come on now. I go and I say I'm going on a budget and I need to behave and sort myself out, and then I end up going into overdrafts and all sorts because I see these pins and I'm not walking away from these pins, I'm taking them home. So on this trip, again, that is exactly what I did. But I'm so happy with all the pins that I did get, because when it came to like merch and, you know, mostly pins, but merch in general, Jess and I did find that the merch and the pins and everything were pretty much the same as when we went in September. There wasn't really much in the way of an update, so when we were kind of looking around we thought, oh well, we've already seen this and we didn't really want it. So like at the beginning we felt like we weren't really going to buy very much because we just didn't really see anything that was kind of worth kind of picking up. There were a couple of pins that Jess and I really wanted to pick up, pins that were released, I think January, February time. There were the 2 variations of the Bruni pin from Frozen 2 and also the Stitch Tower of Terror pin. And all 3 of them were completely sold out, like totally sold out. You didn't get them anywhere. We asked in store, they went and checked the stock rooms for us, they didn't have any. And obviously I believe that they were all limited edition, so I don't think they're coming back. Again, I could be wrong, and the cast members there, they said that it was limited edition, they thought as well, so that it's not likely that those pins are coming back, which is a real shame, because we really wanted them. And it was so bizarre because I saw people like going like the week before and literally buying them, and then the week that we went there, the weekend, sorry, they just didn't have any at all. So it was a real shame. I'm a bit gutted, but I have seen the Bruni pin on eBay. It's a little bit pricey, but I think I'm gonna get it because I really wanted it and I love Bruni, so I think I'm gonna end up buying that one. So it was a shame that we couldn't get those, but we still picked up those really lovely pins. And also, just as we were leaving, like the last day or so, we noticed that they were releasing the new March pins that they were bringing out, and they're quite cute. I've got one of them, but there's a few variations of certain characters with like flowers and like really pretty things behind them, and it just like, they're quite spring-like and they're just really cute. But because Jess and I had kind of bought a few pins before, we didn't really want to get the same pin with like flowers behind, if that made sense. So we ended up leaving most of them, but we did get one. The first pin that I want to show you is actually the first one that I saw, and this one is a Lion King pin. As you know, the Lion King is my favourite film of all time. How beautiful is Nala with this little butterfly on her head? How cute is she? Oh my goodness, like I just love her. And I've never ever, I don't think I've ever seen Nala on a pin before. The next one I bought is this pin right here. This is Dumbo. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, but every time I see it I actually feel like I want to cry. I absolutely love Dumbo. I think he is so cute. I mean, look at him. Look at his little ears tied up. Oh, I think that's adorable. This was an orange one, so I think this is, I think it's the one up from the green, so I think it's $7.99. I could be wrong. I always try and remember for you, but then I always forget. So I think this is $7.99. And this next pin, both Jess and I picked up, I think. I'm pretty sure actually. I just saw him and I think he looks up to no good as always, and I'm here for it. So I picked up this one. Why is it going out of focus? And also I think it's a bit heavy. Like normally the pins stay fixed, but he keeps like wobbling around, so I don't really know why there's only one backing on it, because I think he could probably do with 2. Because he's quite big. But again, this one was green, so this one was $6.99. This is one of my favourites that I picked up because, I'm sorry, but Pua is absolutely adorable. Look at him. So as I was saying with regards to the March pins that have just been released, they have like characters like Pascal, Pua, Cheshire, I think, with like flowers behind them. So there was a cute Pua pin with like loads of flowers behind him, and it was really cute. It was, I think they were all orange, I think, so they were all $7.99. This one was green because obviously it's the normal one, so it was $6.99. Jess and I obviously saw the new release pins afterwards, like after we'd already bought these, and we just thought, well, you know, we've already got this, I'm not going to get another one that's pretty much the same. But they were very cute. The one that I did get from that collection, however, was Mushu. I think Mushu is an absolute legend. He is, like he literally is. As I said, this one was an orange code because it's the newer release pins, so it's $7.99, but he is just like full of the sass and I love it. I think I already have a Mushu pin, I think. But yeah, he's a king, and we love a king. Okay, these two that I'm going to show you now actually are my absolute faves. I love them. So this one right here is another one of the first ones that I saw, and I didn't even think twice about it. I literally just grabbed it straight off the rack because I just think he's gorgeous. It is Pascal in a dress. I saw somebody buy this on Instagram actually. I can't remember who. Even before I went, so it was already in the back of my mind that I kind of wanted it. So as soon as I saw it, like I said, I literally didn't even think twice and I just launched for it. So he literally looks like he hates his life, but you know, it's okay because he looks really pretty in the dress. This one was an orange as well, so this one was $7.99. So worth it. So worth it. But this pin is the best pin that I picked up on this trip. I love it. I absolutely, hands down, love it. I saw it towards the end. I didn't even see it before, and I literally just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that is mine. That is absolutely coming home with me. And it is Rapunzel and Flynn wrapped up in her hair. And I just think it is so, so cool. I love that. I think the detail in it is really beautiful. And one thing that made me really happy that I bought it is because just before I went away, I bought Flynn rider ears from Sparkles in the Castle, and I was so obsessed with them that I wore them for 2 days on the trip. And on the very last day, Jess and I went to watch the parade, and we found a really good new spot to watch the parade in. And as we got amazing character interactions, and as Rapunzel and Flynn's carriage was coming past, Flynn saw my ears and was like, so we were literally having a full-on conversation over the parade, and I was just like, what is happening right now? I was so buzzing about it. Like, I love Rapunzel and Flynn, so yeah, that made me totes emotion. And also this trip was the first time that I've ever met Rapunzel, and she's my favourite Disney princess, so it just felt really fitting to pick up this pin because I'm always going to remember those two interactions now. So yeah, very, very happy with that purchase. The last pin that I have is not a pin that I bought, it's a pin that I traded for. Basically what happened was, when Jess and I were in Disney, we had this amazing interaction with Donald. I was so emotional afterwards that I had to go and sit down because I was just like, what was that? Like, that was incredible. You know, when you're in the meet and greet, you just don't, you're not even like coherent to what's going on, and then afterwards you come out of it and you're like, that was just the best, like, that was the best. So yeah, basically what happened was, I was wearing my Daisy ears from Rosa May. So I had like a little bit of a Daisy band going on, I had a pink jumper on and the ears. So went and met Donald, and he was just so cute. He loved the ears, and he was just so cute about it. And then as we were leaving, he was like, come back, like come back and see me, as in like go and queue up and come back. Because he was just, oh, I just couldn't believe it. Like, as I was walking away, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back. And then we did actually go back, but it was a bit too late. And yeah, Donald, let's just say that Donald didn't remember us, but that was fine, because to be fair, even the second meet with him was really, really cute. But yeah, it was just such a nice meet that I'm always going to remember. I don't know how much of it I got on film, but I'm sorry, I'm just obsessed. Like, every time I meet Donald, it's just exceptional. Like, he is such a fab character. So when I saw this cast members lanyard, I was like, that is mine. I would like to pin trade, and I traded for this pin right here. So it's Donald looking pretty grumpy, but also super cute. So it's quite a small pin actually, but I really love it. Okay, so on to the last thing, which was the second most expensive thing that I bought. So I bought this Spirit jersey right here. I already have a Disneyland Paris Spirit jersey. I have like it's like a pale coral pink, not the new coral that is proper bright coral, but the kind of original one. I don't really know what it's called, but yeah, I wanted one that was a little bit darker, because I do like black a lot, but I just thought the black was a bit plain, like the normal just black and white Spirit jersey. So when I saw this, I was a little bit in love, because it's got the bronze glitter writing on it, and I am absolutely here for it. Another detail that I adore about it is the specs that it has on the bottom. It's got the Disney logo, established in 1992 on the front, and obviously Disneyland Paris on the back. I don't actually know how much it is. Is it $59.99? I think it's $59.99, but then Jess and I got annual pass discount again, which actually made it really worthwhile. The only place that I actually found that Spirit jersey, we had a nightmare like finding it in every shop, but the only place that we found it was in the shop as you come out of Studio One in the Walt Disney Studios Park and literally go directly right. In those shops there, that's where we saw it, but other than that I don't know where we would have found it, because didn't seem to be anywhere. The last thing I just quickly wanted to say before I go ahead and end this video is that this pin right here that I picked up, the Mushu pin, I also picked up a second one because this one I am going to give away. So I'm doing a giveaway over on my Instagram. It's devons.dreams. I'll also, well, it's at the end of every video, and I'll also link it down below if you want to go and check it out. I do a giveaway for every trip that I go on, but I also wanted to make sure I did one this time because I hit 8,000 Instagram followers while I was over there, which was so exciting, which is crazy because I started this, I started like vlogging and my Disney Instagram about a year ago, so it just seems really surreal that 1,000 people like looking at my Instagram photos, but that's crazy. So yeah, I thought I would do a little giveaway just to celebrate that. So that is it. That is everything that I bought. I did quite well. I did restrain myself quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. So I am proud of myself in that respect, but I'm also very, very happy with all my purchases and don't think that I wasted any money necessarily. I definitely spent wisely. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this wasn't too long a video. I'll soon find out when I edit it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Give this video a like if you want to see more hauls coming up for my trips in the future. And yeah.